Welcome to this morning's cup of tea. This morning I want to talk to you about something that recently happened. So I don't know when you're going to view this video, but I am actually recording this video on the morning of December the 17th, which is a Monday morning, on the wake of finding out that there were 27 murders or homicides on Friday in Connecticut, and 20 of them were children. I have contemplated all weekend where I'm going with this, and just even trying to figure out where I'm going with this, and which kind of leads me to where are we going, and what are we actually doing with our life. I'm flabbergasted at the thought of what happened, and I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of details, because if you guys are like me, we've seen it all on the news and the news coverage 24 hours a day, and it's a scene that's horrific that we can't get out of our head. So I'm not going to go into details on it, but what I do want to say is, what are we doing with our life, and how are we making our life count? You know, I was looking, I was on Facebook the other day, and rarely do I scroll down and read through a lot of the comments, because I just don't, sometimes it can get distracting, if you know what I mean. But I happened to be reading down and looking at some of the comments, and someone said, instead of having metal detectors in the school, we need mental detectors. And they were talking about mental health, and I thought, wow, how profound is that? Because mental health is serious, and I can't even begin to imagine what goes through a person's mind when you do something of that magnitude, as well as the ability to even take other people's lives in addition to your life. It's like, what is going on up there? Our mind is very powerful, and our thoughts are powerful. The way we use our mind is powerful. That's where we get our creativity from. It's how we channel our thoughts. And the other day I was in Five Below. I love Five Below. Like, I could literally OD in Five Below. It's amazing. But I saw this book, and the name of the book is The Events That Changed the World. This is how the book looks. And it's a hardcover book, and has about 200 pages in it. And it actually, one of the last stories in the book is the president, Barack Obama, elected, talking about the first black president. But it also opens up with signing of the Magna Carta in Runnymede, England. So in this book, it's not only it's talking about events that changed the world. So when I saw it, and again, I had just finished looking at the news and looking at the whole everything that happened in Connecticut, and just all those different things that were going on, and I said, okay, this event literally has changed the world again. And in this particular book, it also talks about not just events that change the world for bad, but a lot of the events that have helped to shape the world for good. People who did things and who said things and never really understood the profound effect that it had on society. And I think that's where I'm going with this. I want us to be able to think about how we're living our life and what we're doing and the effect that it is having on society. Because contrary to what you may believe, your life is not your life. Your life does not belong to you. We are all intertwined and intermingled with each other. We hold the piece to the puzzle for each and every single one of us, and it's how we put those together. What part are you going to do in this life? And as I begin to think about this process, and because I am the person who I am and always looking to make the best out of a situation, if I had to think about what my heart's cry is and my plight in life, it's really helping lost people who don't know where to go, who don't know which way to turn. You want to talk about what makes my heart cry and what makes my heart bleed? It's that. lostness, if that's even a word, lack of direction, lack of purpose, and not really knowing what to do with your life, which is where we get that whole depression starting to set in. You're alone with your thoughts because you don't feel like there's a safe place for you to talk to anybody about anything, because who's going to handle your thoughts with care? And that's what people want to know. If I share with you how I'm feeling, will you judge me? As my niece would say, don't judge me. Will you judge me? Will you look at me differently? Who can I, in essence, be who I am? Who can I tell my deep, dark secrets to? Those things that are inside of me that are just burning away at me. Who do I tell them to? And when we don't have an outlet to be able to express how we feel, we are left alone with our thoughts, which at times can be a deep, dark place because we don't know how to place them. We don't know what it all means. And we have to talk to somebody. We got to do our part. We really have to do our part. And we have to begin to look at things the way that they're supposed to look at, supposed to be looking at. So I just really want us to just understand how our lives are mixed. So on that dreaded day, when he woke up that morning and he made that decision, the decision that he made, it not only affected him, but it affected hundreds, thousands, and millions of people. Do you understand the power of how what you can do can have an effect on the entire world? I want you to think about that. I thank you for having a cup of tea with me. I wish you peace and blessings as you travel along this journey to figure this life out.